Today we're going to try and fix this cracked plastic chair here, and we're going to use the good old JB Weld again. Now once it's all mixed up, we're going to open up the gap there and just push that in there, and then underneath we're going to put something there to stop that from spreading. So what I'm doing is I'm just pushing that so that the contact surfaces are getting in there like that. Just shut up over there, Jackie. Just in the crack there like that. And because it takes a while to set, we can clean this right up before we let it set. Make sure it's touching both sides and it's filling up the gap. It's touching both things there, that's good. Got that little bit to go there. Yeah, don't just sit the glue on top because that will do nothing. You've got to bond the two bits together like that. And then we'll be putting some reinforcing on the bottom of it. So in case any big barge butts sit on here, they won't break it again. This wasn't our big barge butts that busted the chair either. It was the previous owners. That's why we got it cheap. Because it had a big barge ass crack in it. Okay, that looks pretty good there. I'll just smooth that off. Get rid of that. Now we'll try and make sure that's flat. And we'll see what it looks like on the bottom. Looks pretty good there. I'll put some over there, that's like a weak spot there on the webbing. The webbing there again, we'll do that there. And maybe that one there if we've got enough. Okay, I'll show you a little smoothing off trick. That's enough for that one. You dropped your guts, did you?
I'm still recording.
Fucking stink.
I'm still recording.
Trying to kill me or something? Just smooth that off with a bit of glad wrap on your finger.
This is a Salvation Army trick.
Yeah, I learned this when I was in the army. Salvation Army. Okay, that's smoothed off there. Because then when this dries, I'm going to lay some fiberglass on there to smooth that right off. And the biggest barge butt in the world won't make that break. Right? Just smoothing that off there. That's it, we'll just leave that. I'll just try and get some of that smegma off there. It's just scuffing it up. The JB Weld's gone hard. We're going to scuff it up because we're going to put a couple of layers of fiberglass on here. just to reinforce it against the big butts. Otherwise the crack will just open, and you don't want, when you've got a big butt sitting on there, you don't want your big crack opening up, do you, Jack? The last thing you want. But I would keep sanding here, and we'll come back as soon as we're getting ready with the fiberglass sheeting. You just spray that on there, and give that a good clean. The cleaner you get it, the better the fiberglass will stick. I think it's time for a new tin, Jackie. Just spray a little bit there, not too much. Make sure you dry it off and get all the powder off there. We're going to start all the way there. Back there. Clean that up there. A bit of a mess there. Now here's the matting. We'll just open it up. Just keep it wrapped in Glad wrap so it doesn't get contaminated with any rubbish. Hopefully there's enough to do two layers on there. We'll soon find out. Always wear plastic gloves. Oh yeah, there should be enough. Look at the size of that. That'll be good. We'll cut that out and then we'll get back to it. Right. Okay, we'll just cut that there with a nice pair of scissors there. Nice and sharp. Just make sure we've got the right width there. Yep, that'll go across there. Start that off there. Push that into there. That'll be one piece there. Now the next one, we'll make it up out of two pieces so we don't have any wastage. I do. Righto. 50mm. Give me the brush there for a second. Maybe we'll go a little bit more. And what we'll do, we may just stick 2 drops of that catalyst in anyway, because we don't really know what we're doing, do we, Jack?
I read the instructions to you like 20 times.
That's what I mean. We don't really know what we're doing. Now we're going to use that as the mixing container. Keep filming there for a second, Jackie boy. And I reckon it's 2 drops of this catalyst, does it?
1 to 2 drops. 1 to 2 mils.
You think that's enough? Oops.
Nope. You just wanted to do that on purpose.
Got a bit of a spill there. Now we'll mix it all in here. Then we'll paintbrush it on, lay the resin down. You reckon that was enough hardener?
Yeah, it might be extra hard now.
Right, Jack's doing the filming there.
Yeah, I'm putting the finger in the camera in half a second.
And start. Oh, let's hurry up here.
Well, it's already starting to go hard.
We've got a bit too much
too much hardener.
Might be a trap for beginners. That little mixing pot may not have worked so well. Oh no, it's going good now. Got a bit of flow happening.
Bit of flow.
Just let me go over there. I'll use the spill method that we just discovered here.
The spill method.
Get it down here.
Ooh, that stuff smells.
Good for you, Joe. It's easing your nostrils.
That's not what the label says.
No.
Oh no.
I'm just going to make sure we get everything covered. Then we're going to lay the matting down here. Right, let's lay this first strip down and we'll see how we go. Make sure we get it right in those edges there.
It's lifting itself up.
Just leave that there for a second. We'll just use the the gloves seem to be working alright. There's a bit of a you can see where the JB Weld is in the line there, so if we can overlap that and get this completely saturated. And I think we'll put this on here, or we'll go a bit more there. Try and make sure we get all that matting wet.
It's transparent.
Yep, if it's transparent, that means the resin's going in. Now, I don't know if there's enough resin in there to put the second coat on, but we might just let it dry and then put the other one on top of it. Unless we get some resin and mix it somewhere else and then pour it over the top, which I think might be the idea. Just got to make sure you push all the air out of it. So she's got full contact, and that'll give it maximum strength. Okay, that's looking pretty good there. You just feel it starting to gel off there. There's plenty of gel there. Now putting the second layer on, make sure we've got enough there for everyone. Or maybe not. Hopefully better. We'll start from the middle, I think.
Just like putting a sticker on.
And then we'll resin it up. Bit of spillage there.
It's not going to kill anyone.
Got enough resin. Right, Jackie, and we'll finish it off. Okay, here she's all finished up. It's 2 layers of matting over the JB Weld. Now we'll just let that dry and see how she goes. When you're putting the matting on, just make sure it's completely wet and see-through like that, and it's tucked into all the little corners in there to push all the air out of it, because that's where it gets its strength. And when she's all see-through like that, that means she's all wet. Then we'll tidy it up a little bit, just give it a bit of a sand if there's any sharp bits hanging out when she's finished, and it should be good.